Hi, I'm Everett and welcome back to the shop. Today what we're going to do is the 5,000 subscriber draw. Thanks to everybody who wants to come hang out in the channel in general, and those of you who wanted to put your names in. I mean, it's one of those things where it's not like I'm bragging or anything. I'm just happy to have this many people who want to come hang out, and the draw is just one way of saying thanks to people who actually wish to share with me and say hi and that sort of stuff. So this is cool. As I say, you don't even have to be a sub to join in the draws. That's fine. But as well, I've also got a new sticker for the board. It comes from Max, and one quick little thing that I've been meaning to get around to in the shop for a while. Just a little quick task to put up some more lights. So to start with, what we'll do is we'll do the draw, and again, it's for the Starrett 436 1 to 2 and a 0 to 1 micrometer. They come as a package. Whoever's name comes out gets both of these. Here are the draw names from previous draws, and if your name is in on a previous draw, it gets thrown in on this one as well. The only difference is the winner's paperclip. These are all the tags from the winners of previous draws, and just to be fair, they come out, but I keep track of all the name tags just so that everything's above board. But again, we ran out of space in hats, so we need a bucket. And well, I think if this happens again, if I need to do another draw, I think I'm going to need a bigger bucket. So, in fact, I may need a bigger bucket as it is, just to be fair. Give me a moment, I'm going to get a bigger container. Well, I just went and grabbed a mixing bowl out of the kitchen. I think it's got a bit more volume to it, and this is about the only fair way I can do it. Make sure I don't drop any. So, again, I'll try, yeah, nothing on the floor. Nope, we're good. Just want to make sure they're mixed and whatever. And wriggle down to the bottom. Try not to look into the camera too much. And who do we have? Anthony Brown. Hey, Anthony, Ragsdale Creek Workshop. Buddy, you got a couple micrometers headed your way. So I'm pretty sure I already have your address because we've sending stickers and stuff back and forth. So, alrighty. At least I know how to get a hold of you. So, congratulations, Anthony. Yours, buddy. So, all right, yeah, I think I'm gonna need a bigger draw names box too. So, anyway, I just want to say thanks to everybody who subscribes. Thanks to everybody who even if you just happen to be coming through and watching one or two videos here and there. I just appreciate whoever wants to come hang out. As far as if we'll see. We'll see what happens with the channel. I mean, I'm just happy with what I have and what I'm doing. If it grows, great. If it grows, we'll have another draw. Otherwise, yeah, thanks everybody. Now, one other thing I need to say thank you for on this video is I got a little letter the other day from Perth, Western Australia, which, apart from South Africa, I don't know if there's anywhere on the planet you could get of actual landmass that you could get further away from here. But nonetheless, send stuff back and forth here and there. And he's finally gotten his stickers made up. He sent me two, the Swan Valley Machine Shop. And yeah, there we go. Get a good view of that one. I like the color. It fits quite well. And anyway, he's got his own channel here on YouTube. I'll put a link to the channel below in the description. And by all means, go check him out. He's got some really cool stuff on the go, and he makes some really neat things. He made one really cool tool for the Emma Spare Room Machine Shop tool making contest. It's a mill tramming jig, and honestly, I thought it was really cool. And especially how he framed it with the whole narrative of the whole video sequence. So anyway, go check out Max's channel. We'll put up his sticker on the board here, and then yeah, we'll get on to putting some lights up in the shop. All right. So what do you figure, Max? Maybe we'll put you over here. Yeah, put you next to Randy. Next to Randy and Uchel. Let's put you there. Cool. I like it. My son's saying cool. Yeah, so anyway, thanks, Max. It looks good there. I know you sent me two. What I'm going to do is, as I say, with all my doubles and spares that I have, I wound up giving it to my buddy Eldon, and he puts them on his board. One thing that we, as well, video producers, I guess you'd call it, have a trouble with all the time is having enough light. I know sometimes also for me, depending on which way the light I have is shining, it can change the exposure rate on the camera if it's set on auto, and there'd be plenty of light, but it looks like it's really dark in the shop just because of where the exposure setting is on the camera. I like to add light whenever I can. Again, it just depends on, trying to find it for a reasonable price. However, one thing I do like doing, and I've already got one or two already, any of these sort of old school, and I don't know if they still sell these or not, but maybe they do. These ones that these lamps with the articulating arms. I haven't really looked for them new because I'm too cheap to buy them new, especially when you can get them from a thrift store or a garage sale for $2. And so the thing is, anytime I see one of these, I grab them, which is good because the parts also interchange. It's good because I have one that I picked up at another thrift store, except it was missing the shade. I have one that I broke, and I actually broke the base off of it. I could have made a new one, but for a couple bucks it's not worth it when I can just replace the whole lamp. But I did save it because the springs are still usable on the other ones. And I stole the lampshade off of it. It had a green lampshade because the white one didn't come with a lampshade. Now, if you'll excuse the mess here over top this workbench, I haven't used it lately because it's covered in junk. But when I am here, I've noticed when I was doing stuff over top this bench, like when I had the gear train apart for the shaper, that there were lots of shadows and it wasn't very well lit. So what I'm going to do is simply, because on the bookshelf here, the edge of the plywood here is right on the edge or end of a divider. It's nice and strong. I'm just going to drill a hole in there and stuff the little stub into it. The other one came with a bracket. And this is liable to make a bit of a mess, but a little bit more wood butchery. Like I say, the workbench is a disaster already, so just a washer to sit there underneath the metal bracket. There. And then as far as the cord, I'll deal with the cord later. Probably just tie it up underneath here somewhere. There. I know it may not seem like much there, but I'm tightening up the little nuts on there. But when it comes to working on the bench here and getting the camera set up to be able to pick up what I'm working on the bench, this will be nice because I can direct it. As I say, when I have the light that's facing the camera like that, it can start washing things out, so I like that. There's one. So as for this lamp, I wanted a bit more light for the shaper as well as for the mill. I put that lamp on the back there a while back, and while it works well for me for, having lots of light, because right there, that's great for me to work, but as you can see right there-ish, it's a glaring annoyance as you're trying to watch something on the screen. So often I'll just flip it back and try to use it as a bounce light to bounce light toward the table. This other lamp, when it came from the other thrift store, actually had the base and the cheesy little clamp deal that goes underneath it if you want to clamp it to a shelf. I'm going to put it to a shelf, but I don't trust these. I mean, it's a little plastic leg, right? And I've seen these break before. So I just have 4 screws. Okay, so there we go. There we are. Now, what is nice is I don't actually have much. I store a few tools over here on this corner of this shelf, but this really won't be in that much of the way. Oh yeah, that'd be better. Nothing, and another one of those things that isn't really, earth-shattering or rocket science or anything, but it's something that I've been meaning to do for a while. Like I say, add more light and try to add light that's not going to wash the camera out. So, and for a total of, well, basically $7 or $8 is all it cost me, including the bulbs. That's this will work, because as I say, being able to direct the light, that's in the way, but so as I say, even be able to direct the light like that, bring it over close right onto the shaper work. Yeah, I like that. So I don't know if you heard any sort of rattling or whatever going on in the background here. My son's out here in the shop with me. I got him in the little bike trailer. Again, it closes in, and it's got a little latch on the front, so it keeps him out of trouble. At some point, I'm hoping he'll be big enough and want to hang out with me and build stuff, but for now, he's more of a hazard to himself than anything, as funny as he is. But yeah, I have him in there with a set of stubby wrenches just his size, and a bunch of bolts and nuts, and yeah, he's having a ball. Anyway, again, as far as the lights, nothing earth-shattering, just a simple little project I've been meaning to for a while. Again, I'm cheap, so I'm cheap where I have to be, so that I can save up and splurge for certain things like that boring head. So I had a little bit of wiggle room to buy it. So anyway, just want to say thanks to everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And a massive thanks to everybody who makes comments and says hello and just introduces themselves. I mean, it's been awesome to get to know people from all over the world through this little channel. And yeah, hopefully as time goes on, as stuff happens, it'll be interesting for you as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you next time.